Hello students, welcome you all on my channel. In this video, I am with the topic related with the nervous system. The topic is the brain. Mammalian brain is more complicated than any other brain of vertebrate. It is more advanced, it is large because the cranium capacity in mammals are large enough. But here we are studying about human physiology. So whatever the capacity, the cranium capacity is belonging to human is greater than any mammal as compared to their body. For instance, if you want to compare the brain of an elephant, see the 6 ton, roughly the weight of an elephant is 6 tons, and our is roughly touching 120. It is exceptional case. It is exceptional case, but the brain weight is roughly 1.4 kilogram. So our brain is more advanced. So here the topic is the brain. Mammalian brain, human brain. The mammalian human brain is divided into 3 parts. Before commencing, I want to tell you how many cells are there in human's brain. The human brain contains 1,000 millions of cells. It is nearly 30 billion cells, and the brain is delicate organ. It is lodged in the bony case called cranium or skull for the protection. As I had discussed in the previous videos about the cranium and its meninges for the protection of the delicate organ, the brain. The brain is complicated structure. Let's start. Brain is divided into 3 parts. The first one is forebrain. The second one is midbrain. And the third one is hindbrain. But students, you are only knowing the term forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. But it has different names, medical names. The forebrain is known as prosencephalon. It is known as prosencephalon. Spell correctly, it is not cephalon, it's cephalon. The midbrain, mesencephalon, and the hindbrain is known as a rhombicephalon. It's known as a rhombicephalon. See, the forebrain, it consists of 3 parts, and the 3 parts are as follows. The first one is olfactory lobe. Olfactory lobe. The second one, the second part is known as cerebrum. And the third one is known as diencephalon. Like this, like forebrain is known as prosencephalon, midbrain is known as mesencephalon, hindbrain is known as rhombicephalon. It has also the name. Olfactory lobe is concerned with olfaction, but in human being, it is highly reduced. But in other mammals like dogs, like cattle, like other mammals, you may say that other carnivores, it is highly developed. It is highly developed. It is a paired structure. We cannot see the structure dorsally. When we will see the human brain ventrally, then this structure we can see the olfactory lobes, but it is hidden. It is very reduced structure, and it has function. You may say that it is vestigial, but it has function, but it is highly reduced as compared to other mammals. It is known by the name rhinencephala. Rhinen means related to the nose. Rhinen. It is better if I will use the other color marker. Rhinencephala. The cerebrum, it is the largest part of the forebrain, and it has 4 different lobes, and these play very crucial role in the understanding, reasoning, sensation, understanding the speech, motor speech, involuntary movement, accents, and voluntary movement, and also in association with the hearing or visual part. There is a lot of thing done by the cerebrum. It is known by the name telencephala. This one. Telencephala. Remember, and this diencephala is known as thalamcephala. See, already the name is diencephala, but it has another name. This name is thalamcephala. Now come to the midbrain that I had discussed already. But before commencing on the midbrain, I have to complete this part. The cerebrum is made up of 4 vital lobes. The first one is known as frontal lobe. The second one is known as parietal lobe. The third one is known as temporal lobe. And the fourth one is known as occipital lobe. Occipital lobe. The frontal lobe comprised of 4 areas, especially 4 areas. The motor areas for voluntary activities of muscles, the premotor area for involuntary action of the body and autonomic nervous system. Focus here. It contains 4 areas. The 4 areas are, the first one is motor area, which are in association with the voluntary activities of the body related to the muscle movement. The second one is pre-motor area. Students, just I had told you about the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe has 4 areas, and this area aid in the following functions. The first one is the motor area, and the second one is premotor area. The third area is known as association area. This area plays crucial role in memory, reasoning, understanding, thinking, dreaming, and other vital activities that we can make the plans, making ideas arising from the association area. The fourth area is known as Broca's area. Broca's area, see that the Broca's area is related with the motor speech. Like our speech, suppose that if you see a drunkard person, especially drunkard person, the speech is incoherent, means he cannot speak properly because of the little bit disturbance in the Broca's area of the frontal lobe. Now the parietal area, parietal lobe, it has three vital areas. The area is the somesthetic area. This somesthetic area play a vital role in perception of pressure, temperature, touch, and gustatory area. The second one is gustatory area. It is related with the taste. Taste, and the taste buds are present on your tongue, so that it aid in perception of the taste, maybe salty taste, sweet taste, bitter taste, or sour taste, or maybe all mix. The third area, which is the left part of the parietal lobe, is very crucial, and it play a vital role in association of all the activities governed by the parietal lobe. Now come to the temporal. Temporal play crucial role. Temporal, clear by the term temporal bone. So it has also three areas, and these areas are: number one, the area of perception of sound, auditory area. Area of perception of sound, auditory area. Means here in this temporal lobe there is one area through which person can perceive the sound. Perceive the sound. Now the vernix area, area of understanding the speech. Suppose that there are many persons are multilingual. So how they are understanding? How they are understanding the languages? Through the vernix area, which is present in the temporal lobe, which is present in the temporal lobe. Now come to the occipital lobe. This occipital lobe has one area, the visual area. This area aid in perception of light and images. So it's all about the cerebrum. Now diencephalon. Diencephalon, it is known as thalamcephalon. It consists of three parts. The first one is epithalamus. Epithalamus. Don't confuse with the term epithalamus of the flower. The second one is known as thalamus. And the third one is known as hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. See, epithalamus is non-nervous part. It is non-nervous part. It is the uppermost. It is non-nervous part, and it is in the association with pia mater to form choroid plexus. To form choroid plexus. Now come to the thalamus. It lies beneath the epithalamus, and it is in association with the sensory activity of the brain. It sends the lower signal from the brain and spinal cord to its area where the signal has to work or impulse has to work. Now come to the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is lying, it is the floor of the diencephalon. It is the floor of the diencephalon, and this is the roof. Epithalamus is the roof. Thalamus lies sides, and the hypothalamus act as a floor. It is also an endocrine gland, and it is master endocrine gland, that is to say pituitary. Its main function is controlling the activity of the body, such as regulating body temperature, appetite. Satiety center means satiety center means which when you have to take the food, your stomach is filled, now you have to stop feeding. So the other activity, it play crucial role in releasing secretion of releasing hormones and inhibiting hormones. So the main vital, it is a vital organ, and it also responsible for your anxiety. If any disturbance due to the fear or threat or anything occur, the hypothalamus is affected. In that case, the doctors advise some calming drugs to calm down the person suffering from anxiety. Especially this area are also in the consideration. Now come to the mesencephalon. This is midbrain, and it is a very short part of the brain. It is almost covered by the forebrain. Means the forebrain comprises of all these three parts. It is covered by the forebrain. It consists of cerebral peduncles, and corpora bisemina on either side. See, cerebral peduncle lies on the ventral side, the corpora bisemina on the dorsal side, and it is 2 in number. So either side, it is situated at either sides. See, in the lower animals, means lower vertebrates, it has only known by the name corpora bisemina. It play crucial role in visualization in the lower animals, lower vertebrate, but in higher like us, it play crucial role in auditory as well as a visual area, means a visual perception. So this is collectively called tectum. Corpora bisemina and cerebral peduncle. Now in higher vertebrate like us, it is not known by the name corpora bisemina, it is known by corpora quadrisemina. Corpora quadrisemina in association with cerebral peduncle known by the name tectum. Always remember this. This is a very vital question in PMT. They are asking that what is tectum. Tectum is collectively structured cerebral peduncle and corpora quadrisemina. Together it is called tectum. See that. There are superior colliculae. There are 2 collicules are there which play crucial role in auditory and visual response. Now the hindbrain, rhombicephalon. Rhombicephalon is cephalon. It is also containing 3 parts. The first one is known as cerebellum. Cerebellum. Then the second one is known as pons, and the third one and the most vital is known as medulla oblongata. See, there is one name for cerebellum and pons together. They are collectively known as metancephala. And medulla oblongata is known as medulla oblongata here. Cerebrum is the second largest part of the brain. Cerebrum is known as second largest part of the brain, and it consists of two parts, the cerebral cortex and the arbor vitae. Cerebral part and arbor vitae. Arbor vitae is internal part, means it is situated in the inner part of the cerebrum. So cerebrum has the main two part, the cerebral cortex and arbor vitae. It has, you may also say that vermis, you must have heard the name vermis. The vermis is also the part of the cerebrum. So there is two part, the cerebral cortex and vermis. Inside the cerebellum you will find the arbor vitae. It is a tree-like structure. Now the pons viroli act as bridge and connect the two hemispheres of the cerebellum. Medulla oblongata, it is the most vital part of the brain, and it play crucial role in respiration. It is the respiratory, it controls the respiratory center, and it also play vital role in constriction and dilation of blood vessel. Vomiting center, it is the last part of the brain, and it is very delicate. Slight injury to medulla oblongata leads to death. I will discuss in the later about why the prisoners die instantly when they are hanged. So, see, once again I am coming to the brain. See, brain is complicated structure. It is divided into two hemispheres, and this hemisphere, especially I am talking about the forebrain, this hemisphere is joined together by fibrous bands of tissue. This tissue is known as corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. I am talking about the forebrain, not about the hindbrain. In the hindbrain there is pons viroli. Here in the forebrain, both the cerebral cortex, means both the cerebral hemisphere are connected with each other with the help of a fibrous band called corpus callosum. Now they have depression. This depression means see that such type of depression will be present in the forebrain. This depression is called Sylvian fissure. Sylvian fissure. It is not the corpus callosum. Corpus callosum act as a bridge and connect the forebrain's hemisphere. Sylvian fissure is area through which the two hemispheres are divided equally. The brain contains convolutions. These convolutions are known as gyri, and the depressions are called sulci. See, now, I have no image that I can show you, but you can see in the image which may be present in your textbook. Yes, obviously it will be. So you may see the highly convoluted structure is known as gyri. Gyri is plural, singular gyrus, and the depression like this, such type of depression is known as sulci. Is known as sulci. This gyri and sulci aid in huge surface area. Huge surface area. One important thing I want to tell you about the matters of the brain. There are two matter present in the brain. They are known as gray matter and white matter. In the brain, the white matter lies inside and gray matter outside the brain. So this structure, the forebrain contain cerebral cortex and cerebral medulla. Cerebral cortex and cerebral medulla. Cerebral cortex is made up of gray matter, while cerebral medulla is made up of white matter. The same thing is the reverse in the case of a spinal cord. This white matter is this gray matter is composition of the cyton, the neurons bodies such as cyton, dendron and dendrites. And this one, the white matter, is the long process of neuron, that is to say myelinated axon. So it is clear all about the brain, and in my next video that will be based on the brain, I will again make flow chart to demonstrate about the brain and its part again, so that it will be convenient for you. So thank you for watching this video. Student, stay tuned with the channel, and in the case of doubt you may ask me. Thank you very much for watching the channel.